What do you think about having a television camera in your driveway?
Well, I think that's pretty neat.
The camera had only been turned on for a few seconds.
We picked a warm day and a hot spot.
You got a cooler spot?
When Miss Lucille's 99-year-old personality started wildly sprouting, like the limbs on her neighbor's shrubs.
I might get unhappy and go over there and trim those bushes up a bit, but I don't do that too often. I wait till he goes to work.
We first broke the news last night at 10 that the Board of Nursing was investigating Mr. Davis on at least 3 incidents. One of those, the death of Chris Greenaway. We confirmed that 47-year-old Chris Greenaway was one of the patients, the one that died actually of the 7 patients that are now under investigation. His friends completely shocked by the news that his death may now be criminal. It was time to make a big deal.
Nancy!
You are crazy!
About a very big person in my life.
How are you? Oh, that's right, you're quitting. That's how you are.
This is what 30 years of teaching looks like, right there.
No, this...
Nancy isn't just some English teacher who's molded the early years of thousands of young teens in dozens of classrooms throughout the years. Oh no.
See, I was so good until this.
You see, to one of those teenagers named Doug Warner, she molded an entire career.
She was my high school journalism teacher in can I tell her?
Yes.
In 85, 86.
In the small town of DeRidder, fresh out of college herself.
The Foreman area here has been hit probably about 3 different times with either tornado-warned storms or a severe thunderstorm warning. It has been pounded over and over again. I want to show you this video. You can get a look at that lowering that was there. Not sure if it ever came all the way down to the ground. Pretty daunting to stare at in the middle of the night when the only time you can see it is when you get a lightning strike behind it. When you were talking a moment ago about the casinos being in the dark, I mean, that entire area, downtown Shreveport, downtown Bossier City, Hamilton Road, that entire area is in the pitch dark. You get power back a little bit around Old Mendon, then over by the Texas Roadhouse. That's dark, and that's where I started seeing some damage.
I love people because they're nice to me. They treat me equal, and they don't pick on me or call me names or anything.
We want to welcome these athletes, make them feel loved.
Now, in full disclosure, I've been blessed to hang out with our local Olympians from time to time, on the track and in the freezing water. You may walk up with a slew of problems in your head, but you leave with problems forgotten and a heart full of love by the time your afternoon with them is over.
It's a whole different environment. When you're around all these kids, they're all special. You forget about everything else. None of it matters.
For many of these teenagers in uniform, cheering on the fans, or fighting for yards on the football field, it's about creating the kind of memories that last a lifetime.
When you look back, you say those are supposed to be the best times of your life.
Let's go. Guiding many of those memories is Houghton head football coach Jason Brotherton.
I always say I've got 2 of my own kids and about 140 other kids that are mine on the football team.
We get the ball back, we gotta go, okay?
Calls made on the field Friday night helped lead his extended family to a convincing homecoming victory. But it's the call he and fellow coaches made before the season ever started that's creating memories for a group of Houghton students, generally not on most schools' game day schedules. Right up there with honoring the homecoming court and the player of the game.
Quarterback Peyton Stover.
A name is about to be called. It's a surprise to every student in the gym.
You try to create something for them to have that just great high school experience.
Diane Calhoun. Isabella Frisk. Ivy Myers. Logan Gannon.
I love those kids.
Come on up, Logan.
At every pep rally during the football season, the coaches created a way to honor deserving students, not because of some amazing accomplishment on the football field, but just because. Because of who they are, the heroes of Houghton High.
Terry, If you're reading this message, it means I lost my battle with cancer, but I consider myself the lucky one. Hold on.
And on that day, 6 days before he died,
Come on, Terry.
a very ill Tommy dictated this letter to his daughters, written to his forever friend, Terry Bradshaw.
I am thankful for you. I just love being your best friend. Your dreams became my dreams, and what a blast we had working to make them come true. I don't know why things turned out the way they did for me, but I don't have any regrets.
For Terry and Kimberly, it's like hearing him have one of his last conversations with them all over again.
I love you, Bradshaw. My memories with you are full of so much stinking fun and laughter. Thanks for the memories. Take care of yourself until we meet again, Tommy.
That letter closes out over 300 pages of stories, writings, and memories told by the man himself.
That's love.
Tommy Speaks.
To me, it was like the exclamation mark at the end of a life well lived. That one letter said it all to me.
We see the moves, but what he's moving to, that's not it.
They still don't get it.
What he's moving to, that's not it. That's definitely not it.
As far as country, we don't really, we don't dance the country, but we can't.
AD and his dance partner in crime, Larry Sci-Fi Wallace,
Marvin Gaye.
have found all sorts of ways to keep their passion for dance alive.
All of this is popping.
Decades after its birth back in the 70s.
When you see me doing this, all of this is waving.
He's just got the moves.
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
That's it.
That's all you got? Throw the ball!
I'm brushing you back.
That's got a chance.
There it is.
Oh, I got one.
There it is.
Oh, it's off the handle. Think I might have that one.
Oh, wow, you really got that
That was
one.
over both fences. Ego's floating right now, baby.
And I think all of this is just, it's just about the timing. Like, I think it's perfect.
The perfect timing for cancer. I don't think I've ever heard that spoken before. But for Ashley, perfect in more ways than she would know at that time back in June. Perfect for her. She feels that her son Gavin goes to high school here at Houghton High, where many in this small town didn't hesitate to help however they could.
Mrs. Morgan sat on the edge of the bed with the purse next to her. The gun was probably in the purse. She proceeded to make the decision that she was going to commit suicide. She lifted her shirt and her breast and shot herself in the chest.
But what Dr. Toma theorizes happened after that shot is where Denissa's real struggle amplifies. He says the science tells him that after Martha shot herself, she didn't fall back, she didn't get up, she just sat there on the edge of that bed for a minute, maybe even as long as 2, bleeding to death. You've witnessed him hitting her.
Several times.
Put a number to it.
Oh, God. If I took my whole entire life, it would be hundreds of times. And my
Hundreds of times that you've seen your dad hitting your mom, pushing your mom. So you tell the police all this, even the day of the suicide. That this is what I have witnessed hundreds of times. And at no time did you feel they thought it was anything but a suicide.
Right. Dear recipient family, as the parents of the donor, we would like to extend our hearts and greetings to you.
Months later, her mother Valerie then received this letter.
We also would love to share about our little girl and to welcome you to write back if you would like to.
That letter gave her the long-awaited chance to do something she never thought possible.
I was like, oh my gosh, is this for real?
To say thanks.
Hello. Hey, Aaron. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Over the last couple of years, Valerie and Aaron have closely bonded over this one heart now beating for 2.
What's Ivana doing?
Over here with her granddad, being sassy.
They talk often while sharing stories and pictures of Ivana.
I'm proud of her. Super proud of her. Even though she's 7 months old. You never know. 7-month-old could be a little hero. But you can. I promise you these 3 things. I'll never forget you. I'll always miss you. And I'll always love you. I'll love you always and forever. Your mommy.